Tomb of King Tarus, starring Walter Abel, with Charles Nolte and Richard Purdy.
Get tired of looking at that temple, Doc.
Quincy, I've been looking for you all morning. Have you finished translating those new tablets yet?
No, not yet. I haven't had time.
But Jay brought them up yesterday evening. What's holding you up?
If you really want to know, I'm sick. I can't even concentrate anymore. I want to go back to Cairo, and the sooner the better.
Are you starting that again?
Look, all morning I've been on top of Thebes Cliff trying to locate the camel train. It should have returned for us long ago. It's been a month since it's passed through. No new supplies, no word from the museum, nothing.
We have enough food for 2 months. And we've got an oasis that will never run dry. We're going to be all right.
Huh. You know what I think? I think they've forgotten us.
They'll be back. The sandstorms held them up, that's all.
Another thing. Maybe they passed us by already. Why couldn't they have gotten here during one of the sandstorms when our tent was down? We're down in that temple all day. They could have come and gone and we'd never know it. We're too busy hunting a mummy.
Quincy, you haven't thought much of this expedition from the start. But as long as I'm in charge, you're going to obey orders and stop griping.
An expedition? That's a laugh. 3 men. Logan, a broken-down excavator who's all brawn and no brain. And you, a washed-up archaeologist who's been digging for the same dream for 8 years. And me, a hieroglyphics man who never wanted this assignment in the first place.
All right, Quincy, all right. It isn't easy for any of us, I know that. Especially, it isn't easy for me. For 8 years, I've been searching, knowing that underneath me somewhere, the greatest ruler the Egyptian Empire ever knew was lying in all his splendor. Exactly as he was the day they buried him 4,000 years ago.
Oh, Dr. Hallam, why don't you give it up? We've been looking for 5 months. The tomb isn't here. You'll never find it.
No, I've got to find it this time. This may be my last chance. I'm not getting any younger. If I don't succeed this time, the museum will probably put me on the shelf with the rest of the relics. I've got to find it this time.
Okay, Doc. Okay. I'll try to stick it out a few more weeks. Maybe we'll be lucky.
Dr. Hallam.
Yes, Jay.
Can you hear me, Doctor?
Yes?
Doc, listen, I think I found something new. I was exploring the cellar in the north wing of the temple when part of the floor gave way. I slipped into a kind of stairwell that leads into a basement. Looks like an antechamber before a vault.
Stay where you are. We'll be right down.
Doc, listen, better bring more tools. This looks like a tough one. And if Quincy's still afraid of the dark, tell him to bring extra lamps. We're going to be down here a long time.
Right, Jay. We'll be right down. A new level. I've got a good feeling this time.
Wait a minute. What about the camel train? One of us should remain above in case it comes through, just in case...
There isn't time.
But
I'll bring these tools, you bring that shovel and the lanterns. Now, hurry.
sound of my voice. Why, if this isn't the tomb of King Tarus, I never want to see another blonde in a bathing suit.
Healed you. Where?
Careful. The steps are narrow.
Magnificent. Why release our feet all the time?
My foot slipped from rock, broke loose, and first thing you know, I'm down here. I'm looking up at that. What do you make it out to be, Doc?
The great god Seth. The Egyptians believed that he controlled all life and even life after death. They placed him only before the tombs of their greatest pharaohs.
Hey, that almost proves you're right.
We'll soon find out. Quick! Come over here and start deciphering at once.
But I think one of us should remain above. The camel train may pass through.
Oh, what's the matter, little boy? You afraid you'll be left behind?
Oh, shut up. I've been taking your bullying for the last 5 months, and I'm sick of
Hearing you moan just as long.
Please! Now, I know this may not mean much to either one of you, but to me it may be the greatest moment in my life. I ask you to forget your differences. Let's work together. Come on now, Quincy. Start deciphering the inscription.
Okay.
At last. What does the inscription say?
Well, it says, here sleeps King Tarus, mightiest of pharaohs, master of the sea and ruler of the stars. Let none transgress. He who disturbs this vault shall look upon the forbidden and carry a curse forever.
How's it coming, Jay?
Oh, not even making a dent. I don't know, this stuff is tougher than granite.
Keep trying. Just keep remembering what's inside.
Dr. Hallam, we've been down here over 4 hours. I think one of us should go back up.
What's the matter, Quincy? That inscription make you chicken? He who disturbs the vault will look upon the forbidden and carry a curse forever.
I told you to lay off.
Quincy, is that why you don't want to stay down here?
You afraid to go inside, Quincy?
Yes, if you really want to know, I know about these Egyptian curses. How do we know what's beyond that door, sealed in there with the dead?
Rubbish. That inscription was written 4,000 years ago.
I don't belong down here in the first place. I was to do the translation and nothing more.
You want me to hold your hand when we go in, Quincy?
Oh, shut up. Shut up. I know all about you. Museum will be interested in learning you've had a prison record if we ever get back.
So you're the one that's been going through my things. Why, you're...
Hey! Quincy, stop! Stop it! Shut up, wait! Wait. Whatever you move, release that door. man.
Here.
I'm going in. After 8 years.
The jackpot.
Can't believe it. It's not possible.
Wait! Wait, we haven't found the sarcophagus. Where is the mummy?
There. There it is over there.
We'll open it immediately. Help me to move the cover.
Dr. Hallam, maybe we should wait. Maybe we should...
Come on, give us a hand.
Moving. Moving. Feel it. There. Now, this way.
Watch it, Doc. The mummy of King Tarus. What do you say, Doc? Should we see how he looks after 4,000 years?
Are you out of your mind? It's alive! I saw it! Right in front of me, blinking! A mummy 4,000 years old! Where's it?
Do you realize what you have done?
He's in pain. I think the bullets must have hurt him. Look, his head squirming around as if he were searching for something.
Let's get him out of the casket. That's the first thing. Quincy, give us some light. Come on, Jane. I can hear a faint heartbeat, but it's very faint. I haven't seen this with my own eyes. It's incredible.
Dr. Hallam, let's seal this tomb and never come back here.
How could he survive? Whatever it was kept him alive. Must still be in this tomb. We've got to find it. Quickly!
Jay, listen. Tell him we shouldn't stay here. Tell him we should... It's best to notify the Egyptian police.
Hey, Doc?
Yes.
I think the mummy's dead.
No.
Whatever kept him alive has failed him.
Well, what did you want me to do? He was alive.
Do you realize what this might have led to?
Well, don't put the blame on me. I didn't want to come here in the first place. This tomb's cursed. Let's leave here while we can.
No, that's out. We're going to examine every item in this tomb and make a record of it. But most important, we're going to find out how a king buried 2200 B.C. could would stay alive 4,000 years.
What do you think, Doc?
I have a theory. Maybe far-fetched, but it's possible. King Tarus was the ruler of the greatest civilization Egypt has ever known. Its scientific and cultural advances were far beyond their times.
Meaning what?
Meaning that King Tarus was attended by probably the greatest scientific minds. Somehow they found a method of prolonging life. Probably they gave him a serum or an herb which preserved him in this state of animation.
But Doc, it sounds crazy.
He was alive. We all saw him. Somehow he lived in this coffin.
Doc, the last time will you listen to me? We've no right to disturb this tomb. You've had the satisfaction of finding it. Now leave it to the Egyptian authorities, please.
You don't realize what this means to me. At the museum, I was regarded as slightly over-imaginative. They said there was no such thing as a King Tarus. That there never was any such dynasty. Well, I've proved them wrong. This is the greatest find since King Tutankhamun. And I did it.
Stop! Quickly! I think I may have found something. What? Look! See this cover for the coffin? There's a hole right here at the mouth. It was right over the mummy's head. Maybe that's how he kept alive.
So remember he was looking upward after the bullet struck?
Yeah?
Maybe he was looking for that opening. But where does it lead?
There! That thing up there, look! Hey, there's writing here.
Yes. Whatever is in that case is the food that kept King Tarus alive.
Well, let's get to it.
No. First we find out what that inscription means. Then we'll investigate. Quincy, will you help us?
Yes, if I can leave after the translation.
Anything, only tell us what is in that case.
All right.
What is it, man?
It's a high give me that. Within lies the elixir of life, the fluid preventing all agonies of death. Given to Tarus, mightiest of pharaohs, so that he reigns eternally. Yet this warning, he who drinks of this herb in violation shall suffer agonies no mortal should know.
An elixir of life. To be able to live forever.
See civilizations rise and fall.
All the things to do. To have everything you ever wanted. Look. Quincy's bullet must have ricocheted up here. This vial's cracked, this stuff's leaking out.
Wait! First we must decide what to do with it.
But Doc, there's only a little bit left.
One of us must have it. You wouldn't have known about this if it weren't for my translation. Don't forget it was I who unlocked the tomb.
That's a joke. A couple of minutes ago, you wanted out of here. Well, now's your chance, Quincy. Why don't you go? We don't need you anymore.
Look, I'll make a bargain with you. Give it to me and you two can split the other two.
Answer is no. But let's get one thing straight. I was the one that first found this tomb. And it was me who first spotted the casket. And the tube to the line. If anybody gets to drink this stuff, it's gonna be me.
Jay, don't be a fool.
Try and stop me. I'm the boy that's gonna live forever.
I warn you, Logan. Don't touch that vial.
Put that gun down.
Don't touch that vial, Logan.
You haven't the guts.
This is your last warning.
All right, Quincy. All right.
Go on.
You forget to find out why I served a prison term, Quincy? It was for trying to kill a man with my bare hands. Any question about who gets that stuff, Doc?
None whatsoever.
Put that gun down, Doc. While we stand here arguing, that stuff's stripping away. Quincy was a troublemaker. You and I can settle this thing. We'll split that stuff.
We don't know anything about that fluid. Maybe there isn't enough for even one.
Doc, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make a deal with you. You can take most of it. Just leave me a few drops.
I can't take a chance.
Just a couple of drops.
You're wasting your breath.
You got it, Doc.
Get out of my way.
Move! Okay, Doc. Go! You forget the curse, Doc. When you took that vial, you released that spring. The door is closing. No! Boom is being sealed. No! This can't happen now! No, not now! Dave, help me, please! Dave! Help! Please, no! Not now! Not now! My life is just beginning. I'm going to live forever. I'm going to live forever. No.
The preceding program, originally telecast by ABC in New York, has come to you by special video recording.